President Park Geun-hye has apologized to the nation for the state intelligence agency's fabrication of evidence in the North Korean spy scandal. Park Ji-won tells us more.
At a cabinet meeting Tuesday, President Park expressed regret over the National Intelligence Service's lax oversight that allowed NIS officials to use forged evidence in a recent North Korean spy scandal.
유감스럽게도 국정원의 잘못된 관행과 철저하지 못한 관리 체계의 허점이 드러나서 국민들께 심려를 끼쳐드리게 되어 송구스럽게 생각합니다.
Calling on the spy agency to revamp itself completely, President Park then said if the NIS loses the public's trust once again, she will make sure those responsible pay the price. NIS Chief Nam Jae-joon also apologized earlier Tuesday morning, promising all-out reforms to root out corrupt practices within the agency.
The agency will overhaul its investigation practices and will push ahead reforms with excruciating effort to root out all wrong practices of the past so this type of incident never happens again.
The apology followed the prosecution's announcement on Monday that 2 documents submitted in the recent North Korean espionage case were fabricated by the intelligence agency. 2 additional intelligence agents were charged with forging border-crossing documents that were used against a former Seoul City employee who was accused of spying for North Korea. The 34-year-old former city employee defected from the North in 2004 and was charged with espionage early last year. He was acquitted of the spy charge against him last August, but prosecutors appealed the case. The forged documents were submitted during the trial. Prosecutors are demanding 7 years in prison for the former city employee. However, a final verdict on the case is expected to be released by the end of next week. Park Ji-won, Arirang News.